And we are back for game number 2, where Lotac, to the surprise of many of us, most of us, are up 1-0. Some of us were smart enough to predict a 2-1. Others of us, like myself and I think Tsunami, predicted much worse outcomes for Lotac.
TLDR, let's kill gods. If you subscribe to the channel.
I will say, okay, I managed to see some of the poll results, and you guys have a lot of votes.
More than usual? I mean, that's typical. Like, Tsunami, I'm normally second, but end of the day, people know the system and how this is meant to go.
They know the system and Tsunami has to die.
Yeah, look, Tsunami's...
You do know that this guy held out on an Enchantress cosplay for like a good year and a half after the bet was lost, right?
But
I still did it.
He still did it.
So what I'm hearing is if I do get voted, you probably won't get to see me beheaded for like a few months. You know, it'll be delayed.
Let's see
King's
here.
Cup 3.
He haven't been executed yet.
Checking my browser.
Right?
Have you been executed?
He was executed once.
I've been twice already. Twice.
Look, it's a rite of passage that I'm
How many times
choosing
you
not to
3,
do.
right?
All right, we're making some progress here.
Progress? What
Oh,
is
there's
this?
progress? Can I see?
I
Making
refuse to
progress.
believe.
Hey, update the poll now.
How many multi-accounts did you
Oh.
subscribe with?
I will
Can you
bring
see
you my one Steam account into the draft if that works.
Pass me.
Okay.
How about... Let's see here.
Oh, shit.
What's happening? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's all I can say.
It's pretty close.
I want one da-da-da. Okay, there we go.
Oh wait, let me get to another da-da-da. Hold on.
Tsunami.
All right. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
I'll send you the link so you can vote, Xyclopzz.
No, he has to sub. I am a sub. I legitimately earned my vote.
I might
So who
just
did you
link
vote
the
for?
straw poll link into the Twitch chat.
Voted
you know?
for gods, obviously.
I only had one vote, didn't I? Last I saw. Do I have more than one vote?
I don't know.
I only see one vote.
Well, you need to refresh your page then.
Oh.
Da 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 da.
Mine's refreshed. I
No, I'm
still
not
only
using
have
it.
one vote.
I mean, if
Are you on the right straw
listen,
poll?
if you think that you only have one vote, then that's so be it, all right?
Oh god, you're making me
Far
paranoid
be it
now.
from me to influence, you know, your casting by
Okay.
your impending doom.
Gain some more votes on Tsunami while I can.
What?
Oh.
That's not how the system
Oh.
works.
Oh. Who's dying? Oh, Jesus. Okay. No fighting in the court. Okay.
Got him.
Got it.
He'll be dead before we even get to the beheading.
Hey,
part.
look.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm just going to say, if there's a draw, we're having another dart competition.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Unfinished
Yeah.
business.
Unfinished business, yeah. To
Hey.
my
We should try to get a round of darts every time there's a pause.
But the King's Cup Dart Championships too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna miss.
Dude, you got a bullseye. I was mind
I think
blown.
you're the only one that got a bullseye.
the only
right?
one to get a bullseye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the few teams that pick and can make AA work, Fnatic. We saw it yesterday. We'll see it again against the Necrophos. And paired with a good partner. I think the key was they had a Mirana with it. Weaver's the same idea. It's a hero that can use Chilling Touch in lane and just crush lanes.
Well, it could still be an Ice Mirana. I mean, an Ice Weaver,
Yes.
and then they could give MP Mirana, which is still unbanned.
I'm fine with that too. I think as long as you have a laning partner that benefits from Chilling Touch, the lane can go pretty well.
Right.
Well, somebody predict that Fnatic just gonna win this one and go to the Summit House without dropping a game. This is not gonna happen.
Doesn't look
We
like
might
it.
have like five game series for the grand finals
know,
tomorrow.
We could just get completely thrown off guard and Lotac 2-0 this series today.
Nope. Then we get Lotac versus Clutch in the grand finals, as expected.
Oh, man.
Okay. Faceless Void
Look,
for Lotac.
They were just waking up. It's what the series started at 4 p.m. in Malaysia time. And, you know, sometimes at 3 p.m., you're not ready. Your body's still waking up. You're not ready to drink that
3
monster
p.m.,
energy.
that's
So
true.
after game 1, their body's more awake. They're ready for that can of monster.
4 p.m. is Monster
They've
O'Clock.
cracked it open. Exactly. Everyone knows 4 p.m. It's
No,
time for a monster.
No, that's how the manager wakes up the team. You just crack it open, it echoes throughout the house, and they all just wake up. That's how it
Yes.
works.
Man,
But
That'll
you
make
can't drink it. You got to let it age,
Yes.
mature.
That would make a great commercial.
Give me a good sweet crack.
Sweet.
Well,
Never mind.
we've all opened our monsters already, so I don't know if there's any more
You can slurp
monster
it though.
cracks. Mine's empty. I finished mine.
I finished. Mine's only halfway.
Yeah. I figure I can last the end of the day on some good old H2O. Always enjoy Monster responsibly with a glass of water.
Well, there's
alongside.
always Monster Hydro. That's still in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That'll keep you. Yeah. I assume lots of water in there. I don't know.
Okay.
We got a Void. What's up? What's up with Void?
I'm wondering if this is an Ohio
That
Void
means
or
Invoker's
Ohio
next.
Necrophos.
Ain't seeing no Void without no Invoker.
Well, they get the swap save, so instantly picking up a defensive support against the Chronosphere.
And I want to say that they had Avenge last time they ran the AA, but I'm not 100% sure. I know they had a Shaker, which is already banned out.
Yeah, they had Avenge in one of the games. I don't know
Right.
if it was that game.
Yeah,
Because they
I'm
were
not sure.
against Void in one of the games.
That's true.
If this is offlane Void, how much of an issue could Chilling Touch be? Because he could, in theory, just time walk it off.
It's pretty annoying because they have so many charges. Like, you get hit once or twice, you're going to want to time walk, and then they still have 1 or 2 charges normally, so...
Yeah, the buff lasts long enough that you can stagger your attacks over such a long period of time that he can't just wipe off all of the damage.
What a classy style to end the series 2-0 with a Faceless Void.
You really think it's 2-0?
I don't know. I mean, if they is that a thought right now? They want to end the series with a Faceless Void for the brutal way
I
to
mean,
defeat enemy.
the AA could be a pretty big problem for the Necrophos, though.
That's true.
Because we've seen a lot of Necrophos.
And also,
when there's an AA on the field, you suddenly realize, oh, I'm not tanky anymore.
picking a Faceless Void into an AA is also kind of risky too, because when you pop the Chronosphere, that means you are static target for the Ice Blast, and also the yeah, all the other spells.
Avenge AA doesn't sound like the strongest support duo, though. I think that's one of
Yeah.
my...
I wonder why they go
I
with
don't know.
Avenge
I think
AA.
these guys could hit really hard.
Oh, yeah.
You got Chilling Touch, and then you have Wave of Terror, then you have the Stun, and then you put the Cold Feet underneath. You get extra Disable. I mean, this could be a really deadly duo.
Yeah, they're both strong supports, but kind of, I think, a
But I think-
similar-ish role in, like, their single target. They don't give big team fight.
True.
Like, you could normally you'd think, like, if you have if someone told me you have an AA5 position, what 4 do you want? I would say, like, Shaker, Earth Spirit. Those
Oh
kind of
man, you just
the team
speak my
fight
mind.
heroes, you know?
Yeah,
But
just speak my mind. It would be much better if you go for something AOE stuff
Yeah.
like Earthshaker for an AA, something
Hmm.
like that. I think is much better.
but those heroes don't save people from Chrono, which is where the Venge suddenly
Yeah.
becomes good.
Now, Silencer for Lotac.
All right. Stop the swap save, maybe. You
I
know,
like
someone
this
gets
one.
Chrono. Do you want to make sure they die? Global silence.
I like Ogre Magi and Silencer, pretty well round balance duo with the Ogre Magi slow stun silence and controlling in the in the lane.
Clutch could not get this Ogre Silencer combo to work, though. They gave it to 4-position Silencer and 5-position Ogre. And...
I want to see their lanes before I make a verdict as to whether the Silencer could be good or bad. Because it
Okay.
depends on the laning partner as well.
Yeah. Imagine they may just want Ogre with the Void. Ogre secures the lane, and Silencer Necro to be like the dual range harass lane. But we'll see.
I think you just turn Weaver into, like, the lowest priority core you can
Yes.
possibly do at this point.
Then you have a second save for Chrono. He builds Axe.
Right. Because him having to deal with Dilation and Arcane Curse would be infuriating.
Would you even transition this to a Raven Weaver instead, maybe?
That's Fnatic who picked
It's
Weaver.
so it needs to be an Ice Weaver.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
yeah.
This might be
But
a PA.
MP Weaver?
No. I
You
want
don't want to carry Weaver
lowest,
at all.
lowest possible
Yeah.
farm
Yeah.
priority. Like, if you could turn this into a 4-position Weaver, that would be great.
You're
TA?
gonna pick DK maybe? Nature's Prophet? What
Oh,
is going
no.
on? This is
Ice,
crazy.
Ice, Nature.
It'll be a safe lane Weaver. So I mean, it's the Weaver AA. It's kind of like they want to have that hero that benefits from Chilling Touch, but it
You
is
can do that in the
Wait.
offlane, though.
Wait.
That's so weird.
Wait, this could be a 4 Nature's Prophet and a safe lane Venge. I'm not a big fan of safe lane
Oh, yeah,
Venge.
that's true. It could be.
But I'm just saying this could be a support Nature's Prophet. But Ice also plays a pretty good Nature's
yeah,
Prophet
this
too.
is one of the
Premier.
Premier, yeah. I think they're going just all in on the lanes. They want to just crush the lanes, win 3 lanes, be up like 5k gold at 10 minutes, and then it doesn't matter if your opponents have this better team fight and overall more well-rounded draft because they're just too far behind. And that's kind of what I see from these drafts.
So then what? Now do you do like an Abed Arc
That's
Ward
very
mid?
short
I
sight
like
draft.
I like Dragon Knight a lot because I think they need a stun. You have an AA Ice Blast with 0 setup. That's like, I don't know. How do you hit an Ice Blast on the hero you want to go on?
If
Do you even care about that anymore?
They think like that. This is like no plan B for Fnatic at all.
Well,
you are saying.
I think DK gives them the early mid game, which their draft wants to go for. But maybe you want to hedge your bets and have an Arc One to secure some late game, while also being all in on push. If you go Necrobook build, it's kind of that like could go all in early, could also go late.
Well, not so much. So I don't really care about them going late game. It's just that now that you have Nature's Prophet, you're saying, okay, you're going to beat us in every single team fight. You have Global and you have Chrono.
TA.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought it's gonna be a TA.
This
this is
draft is like all over the place.
I honestly don't know what they want to do with this.
They want to win lanes.
They
I
wanna
think
win
is
lanes.
The main thing.
So how would you win the lanes? Like, who would you put on what?
TA mid, Prophet off lane with Venge, AA Weaver safe lane.
Yeah.
But they may swap the side lanes depending on the matchups because I think you want Nature's Prophet versus Void for sure.
Hey, don't you think DK is better than TA in this situation?
I would have preferred it a little bit, but TA hits a maybe scarier mid game timing, and TA gives you Roche killing, which they don't have with DK.
Oh, and they just counter it with Ember.
Yeah, this
Love
is not like a hard counter to TA mid, but it's like a maybe
Soft
50-50
counter.
matchup.
Yeah.
The thing about the Ember Spirit is he is Mr. All Over too. He can deal with the split pushing side, especially if this is a core Nature Prophet. Ember Spirit can be the one who join the team fight and defending at the same time. This is perfect to counter Nature Prophet.
Yeah, I like this Lotac draft much better.
This is actually going to make the Ancient Apparitions sad as well, because best way to play AA, you don't even be there for the fights. You sit on the other side of the map, you split pushing, you just throw your Ice Blast. But if there's an Ember there, he's just going to eat up the AA. He's going to have to stick with the team now.
Like these supports,
Yes.
these are the kind of supports you don't want to have against Ember. That's why this support duo stands out as being a bit weak, is because heroes like Ember Storm would just run all over them. You're food for an Ember Spirit if Lotac or like playing on even footing. So we need to look for Fnatic to have a good start, I'd say.
What server are we playing on now?
So this is supposedly India, if
yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
They were
going to go for China, but then they settled for India.
I see.
I think the server was like Guangxi, the one they were going to go on originally. Guangxi? I'm not sure.
Guangxi.
Guangxi, maybe? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Who knows?
Guangxi.
I'm not sure, Cyclopzz.
Yangtze-kiang. You know? You know that?
No.
That is a river. The biggest river in China.
Oh, the Yangtze, yeah.
Oh,
Yangtze
the Yangtze River.
No, it's Yangtze-kiang.
Yangtze-kiang.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know that last
Yeah,
one.
is it
It
Gyang?
has.
Is that the word for river?
It has.
Wait.
No. It's Yangtze-kiang
That's the whole
river.
name?
Yeah.
Is it Gyan or Gyang?
Kiang.
So with a G at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, Gyang.
Yangtze-kiang. Google it.
You know what? I will. Let's see here.
Well, before you Google it, you're gonna have to Google us into
Yeah.
this game.
I can da you into this game.
We're not dying. Do something original.
Yangtze.
bored.
Oh, it is
Shitty wizard.
Yangtze Kiang. All right. You want something else?
Okay, let's go
something else.
Shitty Wizard.
We're also paused, so yeah.
Is it what I think it is?
Oh, I can do that too. If it's what you think it is.
Is it what I think it is?
I can do it.
Oh, I don't. It's up to you, Shitty Wizard. No.
That was not what I wanted.
Yeah, I like that one actually.
No. Wait for it.
I've not heard this one yet. That's a new one.
Yeah, that's kind of new.
Pop off a piece of my dick.
That's a new one too. I never heard that one. Who put such crude stuff onto our iPad?
Dakota.
Yeah, all right.
God damn it, cuddle guy.
Gonna go on the Radiant first. Lotac on the Radiant side. Yamate on the Silencer. Ohio on Necrophos. AU 413 on Urgamajai. Raven on the Faceless Void. And Xion on the Ember Spirit.
Oh, the odds. Look at the odds.
Wait.
3 to 1.35. Really?
Hold on. Yangtze Kiang is not the name of the river.
What?
The Yangtze Kiang is from like Star Trek or something.
No, that's no way.
Yes.
It's Yangtze Gang. It's what's related with Star Trek.
Look, you Google it right now. Oh wait, hold on. Yangtze
You just
Kiang.
type down one more keyword, river.
Definition of Yangtze Kiang.
Dude, I know how to use Google.
Yeah.
Probably the best one in this studio.
You think You got the best Google foo.
Yeah.
My Google foo is strong.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I have a proof. I Googled for steak. I got
Okay.
into a karaoke.
Okay. So the KIANG is a Star Trek ship, and the JIANG is the name of the river.
JIANG. At least I got a clue, right?
I suppose so.
Yangtze Jiang.
Jiang.
Good.
Okay.
Hey, are these players mocking me?
Bok, bok, bok.
Yeah, they're laughing at me about my Yangtze Jiang.
Brother Manville is a brother living at the top of the hill. Da-da-da-da-da. The brother Manville is a brother with the brother Manville skills.
If that's like the the NA song, the K-Kona song, we need the SEA one for next season.
We gotta
what our anthem is gonna be.
look into Xyclopzz' whatever phone,
I
smartphone.
thought ours was the
Ask
Ye
me,
Dinosaur
man.
song.
Oh yeah,
Just
okay.
ask me.
What's
Well, that's like not an SEA song. That's like our Kings Cup SEA.
Yeah.
Memes.
I'm
Go.
gonna
Oh,
come
the
up
Ye
with some
dinosaur?
song.
Yeah.
Ours is the Ye Dinosaur.
Yeah, no, that's just the meme.
No, we
that's
need-
like
no,
that's
the
like the littlest hand of Grand type thing.
No, ours is like the full song.
What is the song? It's an 8-second YouTube video.
Yeah, that's our song.
But we need like a a cultural SEA song. 'Cause
Right.
That's not like a SEA video.
Yeah.
Whereas
yeah,
that's like the NA video. I
Right.
guess. We need some Thai folk music or something.
What's going on?
Thai throat singing.
Throat singing.
That was
Um,
Mongolian throat
okay.
singing, I think.
Hold on. What is going on?
Players are having some fun in the old chat. They were doing that in the lobby too, talking about playing 5.84C.
I mean,
Let's go G Arena. Tunnel me, like all the old Dota 1 lingo is coming out. And a lot of these players go back to the old Dota 1 days. So
And Abed's
Good
just
to see.
like, what is going on? What are you guys talking about?
Abed and Jabs, these
Yeah.
guys are just like, what? Meanwhile, Ice and Yamate, like 30 years old at this point. I wonder how old he is. Maybe
Yeah, does he have kids? Is he a dad? Is he a family man like Ice?
I don't believe so.
I don't know. Maybe he kept.
I want to say he's late 20s. Let's look him up. His birthday is not on
How old is
Wikipedia.
he?
What?
How does Wikipedia not have Yamate's birthday?
Dude, he's been inactive for too long.
That is crazy. Ice, I think is
Probably
my
around
age.
30, I think.
He's 28. He's my age.
No, I mean
Oh,
I mean
Yamate.
Yamate.
I think he might be the same, like 28, 29. But yeah, maybe 30. We gotta go beyond Wikipedia to find out his birthday.
No, if it's not on Wikipedia, it doesn't exist.
He doesn't have a birthday.
He has literally never been born.
And we got Gamepedia. Oh, Gamepedia.
What?
Yamate's birthday is the same as mine.
Oh.
I'm
Wow.
This guy, I'm Lotac. I'm a new fan.
Whoa.
Yamate, how did I not know this?
That's crazy.
It's your brother, man.
February 27th, 1990. So he's 28.
Are you sure he wasn't actually born on a leap year and they just reset it or rounded down?
That is,
What?
I was a really snobby, elitist, intellectual high schooler, and anytime someone would say that, I'd be like, well, actually, my birthday's as far away from a leap year as possible, almost,
That's true.
because 1990 was not a leap year.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
when were you born? You were born in April. Well, your birthday was actually closer to a leap year than mine.
Fair enough.
So that was me being an elitist little dickhead. I was too smart for my own good. And I played too many video games. That dumbed my brain down a bit.
Long pause?
No, that's not how it goes, Cyclops. It goes like this.
You've been saving that.
Yeah,
I
he
was
gave me
trying
a
to do some
he
doo-doo-doos.
gave me a chance.
All right. What's on the agenda?
We're waiting for Jabs to reconnect.
You brewing up some decrees there, Danelie?
I want to have long hair.
Why do you
I
want
just
long
want.
hair?
I just want to know how long do it take until I can get a man bun.
No, you don't need a man bun.
I almost, my hair's getting really long now. I almost wore a little hair tie
You can't do the man bun,
You
man.
don't need a man bun. Get that disgusting thing away from me.
Why?
They're
Why?
disgusting. I hate man buns. I just know.
Why? It looks
Uh-uh.
like. Come
No.
on.
Look, unless your hair is legitimately long, you don't need a man bun. But then, just no.
Okay. All right.
If you have long hair and you tie it back, I'm fine with it because you have long hair. But if you just grow your hair for a man bun, no.
No, right?
No.
Oh no. Hey, do you have to plan to go for long hair, Tsunami?
I used to have long hair.
He could tie his beard.
Really?
Whenever I was a young teenager, I used to have shoulder length hair.
Yeah, you're gonna looking like Yogi.
What?
Yogi Bear?
No, Yogi. Yogi. It's actually the word that we call
Oh, Yogi?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yogi.
Like a
the priest.
right. Like a
The
Buddhist,
nature prophet is Yogi.
a Buddhist kind of priest.
Yeah. Because he living in a forest.
Right.
And he can talk to animals. So
That
that's
sounds like
Yogi.
a druid to me.
Yeah, maybe in English.
Well, yogi is used in English as well.
I've never heard of it.
It's Yogi.
It's like it's used in like a religious like a spiritual,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
like a guru kind of thing.
Because typically, yeah, that just sounds like a druid to me. Like most games, druids are like live in the forest with
Oh, okay.
animals. Yeah, and they talk to animals and everything.
Yeah,
It's,
it was so it's long hair is cool because like whenever you move your head, you can like feel your hair also, but at the same time, it takes a lot of maintenance.
You have to brush it.
Yeah, it's so much effort.
Whereas you can just get up, you don't need to do anything.
Exactly. That's the only reason, like, even the hair length I have right now, the only reason I cut it lower is just because I like waking up and not having to do anything with my hair. I just get out and go.
Hey, look, worst comes to worst, you can just use Head and Shoulders, so you don't need to worry about anything.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I can't get sponsored by Gillette. Actually, a lot of people were like, wait, why is one of the justifications that one of the VP people gave that Ramses couldn't be sponsored by Gillette is that he didn't grow enough facial hair.
Yeah, that was their team general manager.
And I was like, but isn't that the point? Isn't Gillette the goal? Like, Solo was clean shaven. The point is that you get clean shaven by using facial hair products or whatever.
But Ramses never grew facial
Maybe
hair.
that's it. Yeah, he has nothing to cut. Perhaps that's
Yeah.
it.
He's not a good like face for Gillette when he's so young, and
Yeah, I
he
guess
has that
that's
little
true.
baby face where it's
Right,
like,
right,
can
right.
he grow facial hair really?
But in America, whenever you turn like 16 or something, Gillette like sends you a razor in the mail.
Really?
It's like a sign that you didn't get like passing
I
puberty.
missed out.
They send you a free razor, and that's how they get you hooked.
How does Gillette know? Do they have like the whole database of
think so.
16-year-old boys in America?
Maybe it's based off of like people getting their driver's license,
Okay.
and then like once you're on the public record, they're like, "Ah, we found him. There's another one on the market."
Yeah.
And you thought the Catholic
Oh.
Church was to be worried about.
I wanna point out one technique about the pub players out there. You know, the way the team Lotac plays the observer wards here. They are not walking here.
In the mid lane.
And yeah, they are no in the middle lane.
Yeah.
Jeremy, can you move to the middle lane? Yeah. The way that they place these observer wards is they walking high ground first and to be here and place it. In order, sometimes Fnatic reach here first, they place it around here. If they place it here, Fnatic knows.
Ice time.
They're memeing on current esport events.
Oh, they've been memeing for like the last 15 minutes.
Well,
during
they've
these
been
pauses.
memeing
It's
in
great.
general, but they're memeing like CS:GO memes.
Yeah,
that
they-
is impressive.
They were
I'm
doing that earlier too.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm pretty sure they're sick of the pauses as much as we are, so they got to keep themselves
Yeah.
entertained.
Yeah.
It's fun when teams who are like know each other so well play each other. For that
Right.
reason. It's like some of those old NA rivalries is a similar thing.
Yeah,
It's just-
exactly.
They're all chatting because they know each other. They're good friends for the most part. The rivalries and beef that exists, it's still pretty friendly.
Oh man, Xyclopzz has this new Nature's Prophet set, the coconut treants.
That's why I want to play it. Oh, they got little spears. and
Yeah,
everything?
their animation
Holy
is
shit.
completely different,
Oh,
Those treants are crazy.
dude.
They look way scary and tougher. If
I know.
if I saw those coming at me, I would be more inclined to run away.
I am pretty sure that that's the reason why he picked the nature prophet,
wouldn't
and it's
surprise
just for
me.
the costume, really.
What level does Prophet get the bonus treants? Is it 20? Is that his 20 talent?
It's no,
No,
it's 15 plus
talent.
4 treants.
Oh man, I'm hype.
It's 10 armor is a lot of armor, but plus 4 treants.
But it's as good as plus 6 treants.
Exactly. So what do we got? Lane-wise, we're going to see the Void playing in the off lane, but it is going to be a Raven Void, which means a higher Necrophos up against the AA plus Weaver lane. So it won't be the lane matchups Fnatic perhaps wanted. It would have been better with the Nature's Prophet against Void, but they still have strong lanes regardless of who ends up against who.
Oh, going. It seems
This
like
is the
not.
Arcane Curse.
They're just gonna put the highest priority on MP playing the Weaver around here, and he has to do what it takes to kill that Yamate. Just to snowball in this lane. I don't think they can kill Raven unless he just made big mistake standing upside or something. Middle lane is pretty even for now, but Ji-Yuan standing position also need to be careful. The way that he plays the observer wards here just make the game goes much easier for Jian.
And then you've got bottom lane where Tree and Harass coming in. Ahayo's got 7 tangos, lots of tangos and mangos on AU's Ogre, so plenty of regen on the Radiant side. But you have to be careful. Treants coming through. Ahayo getting very, very low. One more right click, they finish him off.
No.
And
These coconuts are too strong.
yeah, it's pay to win. He's only level 1, so he didn't have that pointing Ghost Shroud yet.
I didn't even expect that kill coming in so early at level 2 of each player. I mean, Xyclopzz playing it very aggressive.
These 2v2 lanes, whoever, if you hit level 2 before your opponents, it can suddenly just lead to that quick kill because both Nature's Prophet and Venge hit level 2. Meanwhile, Lotac, their 2 heroes are both level 1 still. Like a couple denies, a range creep deny in the first wave or 2 can make a huge difference.
Yeah. MP on top, man fight with Raven. Nothing much gonna happen on that lane. I think they're just gonna trade that last hit. But in the middle lane seems to be a very good lane for Xian.
Yep. Having fine time, even on CS for now.
I mean, when you play a Templar Assassin against the Ember Spirit, you're supposed to win in the first 3 level.
Bottom lane, Ahayo getting pretty low here. We'll be able to run away, but the bullying continues. I think the TA versus Ember is one of those. I've seen both sides win it, and for the most part, it seems pretty 50-50. But once TA gets levels, it gets a whole lot harder for Ember, and so much depends on whether or not your side blades are harassing and landing on Ember.
Goes in for the eyesight sights. Why you always low all the time?
Yeah, he's got stick charges this time though, so a Ghost Shroud stick with a Death Pulse will heal him back to at least half health. But
Body
even
block.
so,
Coconut blocks?
yeah, they may
Coconut
have this
blocks?
kill. What a great play. This level 2 magic missile too. They've hit level 3 now.
More blocks.
Coconut
Yeah,
blocks? What?
Aw.
StarCraft 2 players,
Mid
my
lane,
man.
Right.
Xian, one more right click. Oh, he's on 10
9
health.
HP.
Jabs.
Hey!
it's done,
Oh
it's
no
done.
no! Nice laundering
Cold
for
feet.
jabs.
He has no mana. Why is he standing there?
Hey!
Xian
Hey!
needs to be careful. He's going to lose this battle. He's going to get out of the cold feet, but he takes even more damage. He's going to have to walk all the way back home.
Yeah.
What an alpha pay by
That
jabs.
was good from Jabs.
You down bottom, securing range creeps with Fire Blast because they're losing this lane because of the experience difference. They lost the race to level 2, then
These
lost the race to
treants.
level 3.
Oh,
He
God.
has Ghost Shroud.
The stun.
StarCraft 2 player, my
StarCraft
man.
2 player.
He might die before Ghost Shroud with the stun.
Is there a right click in progress from Xyclopzz or
From
no?
Venge, yes. From
Oh,
Eyesight
from
Size,
Venge,
no.
yes. What's the armor on this on this Necrophos?
It's 3. He's got 3. He's not going to die to the Venge. You need the Nature's Prophet right click,
I don't
and
know.
the stun has 0.8 seconds left.
Have we got the coconuts
I
there?
say he lives.
I think he gets Ghost Shroud off
I
too.
think he
Yeah.
gets killed.
All right.
It's going to be close.
Our bets are in.
I swear there's...
Cyclops, does he live? Does he live or die?
I don't think he's gonna leave at this point.
Okay. He's
Hit by
using.
the-
He might-
He's
he
using
may-
400 APM right now on this.
He may die post Ghost Shroud because of the Treant
That's possible. Well, how many stick
Oh,
charges does he have?
he still have Ghost Round.
4.
Oh, okay.
4-1 charges.
Nah, he's good.
I think the wind up for Prophet's right click is too slow.
Yeah.
Oh, he died to the Treants. The Venge right click with the Treants. was enough.
Coconuts are too powerful.
Okay, there you go.
Honestly, they look like they could be their own hero.
Dude, Bloodlust, a coconut. That's what I want to see.
That would be a hero.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh man, I hope he gets an Aghanim Scepter on this. Oh, he only got 2 Treants. Lol. I hope he gets an Aghanim Scepter on this Nature's Prophet, just sort of the Mega Treants.
yeah. Well, right
The
now,
mega coconuts. The
3
mega nuts.
Oh man, I know all about those.
I'm pretty sure Abed have laning up against Embers like so many, almost 100 game against
Yeah.
because he play a lot of Templars in.
this exact matchup, he's actually trading right click mid. Abed knows he's going to win this right click battle, even with the
Oh
Flame
my
Guard. 4
God.
health, I think I saw on Xian. Very, very close to.
It's very
being a kill.
important when you play a mid lane and you get used to a hero that you match up with. You getting familiar with him, know your limit, know his limit. Drink, don't drive.
We're seeing Abed sure as hell does know his. He's having a great time. Hits level 6 while Ember is still level 4.
Gotta say props to Jabs for the harassment earlier on, like forcing out the salve and still making Ember go back to base.
Yay.
It is 3 lanes being won, and that is what we kind of talked about. Fnatic need to do. They got to crush the lanes. You know, be 5k gold up at 10 minutes because their mid game is much weaker in terms of team fight. But if you're 10k gold ahead, 20k XP ahead, or whatever number you want to make up, you don't care about your hero lineup. Back on the way.
I think we got a chance to see like 6 full games today.
Abed mid, got to keep an eye on him. He actually may kill Xuan here. He's got the TA trap. So the Searing Chains, it didn't catch. It caught 2 creeps and didn't catch the TA.
What an unlucky guy. You know, he could have just survived from that.
I'm pretty sure the TA was in range. I don't think he used it out of range.
Yeah, she was in range.
And sometimes RNG just doesn't favor you.
5-0. Good early game for him. 3k ahead. It's not only a killing score that is ahead, but the everything network too.
Ahayo's Necro is level 2. 540 is
He died 4 times already for Ohio in 6 minutes. I'm sorry, 3.
3 times, yeah. He hits level 3 now, but it's disaster for him. He's getting gone on behind the tier 1 tower. Doesn't look like Prophet's going to follow it up. They're just happy to take a tower at this point.
Oh my god, look at that tower. 6-minute tower gone. He used to be a Necrophos, now he's becoming a homeless.
Only the Void's having a good game right now. Abed's going for another kill mid. Xian has no Searing Chains, and they may just get this kill. Fire Blast under the tower at least. Nicely timed so that he baits him into the tower.
Fist.
The creep killed his trap that he was going to refresh the slow with.
Oh, okay. Top lane meanwhile. Raven going in here. They want to kill off Yamate's Silencer. Time-lapse back. Jabs is going to pay for this with his life, it looks like. But the Cold Feet lands on Raven, and Raven time walks after. Once his kill, the Arcane Curse is ticking 5 health. He's being healed back up by the salve now. He survives a bit longer. The Cold Feet's there as well. Raven's being slowed. Cold Feet isn't going to proc. He does get out of it, but dies to the Gemini and gives him the tip before he dies.
Still a bad trade for Team Lotac.
And look at bottom too.
Even though they get the first kill in this game, it lost like a core and support in the same lane, and at the same time, side pushing bottom continuously. It's just hard for them.
Yeah, he's got a big push going down here with the early ring of Basilius. DJ's there. They are going to rotate to defend this one, it looks like, on the Lotac side. I think Ice may just leave the Venge for dead. Yeah, he TPs. This is one of those, like, you get flanked because of the Shrine, you can TP in and gank from behind. But losing a support rather than the core Prophet makes a big difference and kind of makes that rotation not worth it. And also leaves Raven completely alone up top.
He's
got no time walk. He's just dead.
Oh.
One more right click. Easy kill. And he TP'd up here.
Mid.
Yeah, mid. Abed going for the solo kill, but may get punished for this. Has another refraction in 5. And where's the detection? Dying to the Flame Guard. Needs to run away. He's going in for the kill and will not succeed. Nice kill going Xian's way.
Oh no. 2-8. What a great early game. This strat actually faster than the Drow Ranger strat that Lotac banned.
Yeah. In some ways, Drow kind of... you don't start pushing towers until Drow hits 6, which happens like, 8 to 10 minutes in usually. And with Prophet, you're pushing towers pre-level 6.
3 level at 8 minutes. I'm sorry, the 3 towers. Including this one, at the bottom tier 2 tower is almost down. The only way to stop this one is to just trying to avoid a team fight and farm until the Faceless Void got some item. I would say something that can increase his attack speed, so he has enough damage to just gank the pusher. Once he got it, just smoke out, going with one guy, maybe Ogre Magi, go for the Chronosphere and just trying to kill them one by one, stop them from grouping as 5, and I think that's the only way that I can think of to stop the push of Team Fnatic right now. Yeah,
the one here who's doing well needs to be the one to kind of try salvage the game. I think part of the big problem right now is that Void doesn't have any teammates to do damage in Chrono though. Like often Void, you hit level 6 and you're like, well, I can go gank this lane because there's Alina, or there's an Invoker on my team, or a Zeus,
all
Mirana,
those
yeah.
stuff.
Who on this team does damage in Chronosphere? No one really. And
Only a Fire Blast and an
How far
Ignite.
is Necro from 6?
he's a full level away. He's level 5 now, but even that's not like it's damage if you can get them low, which I think Void until he has Mask of Madness can't really do.
Yeah.
This is a level 1 time lock as well, so I don't really think the play is like, oh, level 6 Void, let's go get some kills. It's actually, let's try keep farming, which is not going to turn this game around.
Farm a bit more, I think.
But we'll see. Ember's got levels, at least. He's level 7 now, so he can be he's maybe more the playmaker than the Void is at this point.
He didn't even have a boat.
On the Ember, yeah. He's got the Aquila bottle. Tricky times.
2 to 8. They all reconnected back. It's time to go.
How far is AA from level 6?
4 1/4.
Okay.
6k before the 10 minutes mark. This is such a...
But Venge is about to hit 6, so AA should be able to use the experience tome.
Oh, right.
So we'll see Jabs pretty much hit level 6 at 10 minutes.
And it looks
once he
like they're
gets it.
giving up the top lane to the AA also.
So bottom lane is where Fnatic want to converge. Ahaya's down here. Not the easiest kill. I think they just want to finish off this tower, which has been in deny range. So a bit surprised that they didn't actually deny it. Void comes in, gets the 2-man chrono, and they've got TP rotates coming in. Silencers there as well. Ice may just want to go for the tower. Like, yeah, they're going all in. They know they're dead. They want the tower. Can they get the last hit? DJ, he wants it. He's going to get it. Oh, that's a sick play, even though they die there. Like, they just both knew they're dead. They have no escape. There's 4 heroes rotating, and they get the tower last
That
hit.
is just the best way out. I can't think of anything
Yeah.
better than that. Just get the tower last hit and then just died.
It's still
too late.
Oh, big win for Lotac. That's what they needed.
Lotac, keep that kind of play coming, but the downside of that one is very long cooldown of Faces for Chronospheres.
Yep.
But it doesn't matter because anyway, Faces Void still needs some farm.
That's like, you kind of see there the lack of damage in Chrono basically means you just got to bring 4 heroes. So they're like, well, we don't have damage for Chrono. We can't do this like 2-hero kill combos. Let's do 4 heroes.
Need a miracle Chronosphere 5-man inside.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thankfully, they didn't have to dedicate
in the
Ember.
late game.
Yes.
So Ember was able to farm. If you have to dedicate like multiple, like Necro's not really, he needs those kills anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal for him to go out of his way to join in the Chrono. But if you have to commit Ember also, you usually just want 2 cores at the max.
Unfortunately, Necro wasn't level 6 for any Reaper kills.
Yeah.
Because we're so early on, Prophet was level 7. You know, these respawn times are so low, and with Chrono down, they just instantly TP in to go push some lanes. We're going to see probably 2 towers fall while this Chrono's on cooldown. They get the tier 1 mid. They could go for top lane. They could go for a tier 2 mid. They could go for Roshan with Meld and Treants. They're just going to actually walk in the Roche pit. They kill Roche incredibly easily with the minus armor from 3 different heroes here.
Yeah, Meld, Swarm, and Wave of Terror.
And 0 damage being taken because of all the summons. In comes Xian, though. He wants to contest this one. This could be an opening for them, but he's just going to get insta-stunned. He needs to find a way out, and he does have a Remnant, luckily. But not much they can actually do to stop this one. Jabs nearby as well, has the Ice Blast. Whoa, they're getting kind of low here. AU wants to contest, but he's going to pay for this with his life. Nice idea. I don't mind seeing that this early on.
Yeah. It's
But
worthwhile.
if they lose more, Reaper not going to do enough damage. MP still alive. Has another Shikuchi to get out of this one. And Raven still doesn't have Chronos. With a great Searing Chains will catch MP and Jabs. MP cannot Shikuchi because of the time dilation. He's going to go down. So they lose the Weaver. Killing 2 supports and Roshan. Abed. Whoa. He got very low in the TA. Farming up some Ancients there. But we'll shrine up now. And
Still pretty okay. 7k ahead. It was. I would say that I kind of hope that Lotac can just clean just now, but it seems like they kind of lack just a little bit every time that they go into the team fight, which is kind of hard to, you know, it's kind of sad to see that. But well, farm first, get the core items, and be calm. The most important thing in this game is to be calm, no matter how fast Team Fnatic trying to rush Team Lotac to play by forcing them on the objective, taking down towers and stuff. They just have to calm down. I'm pretty sure that they have better heroes in late game, including the Faceless One and the Reaper side.
Yeah. Gotta find a way to get there. And it's gonna get scary when Nature's Prophet finishes the Orchid, because then they can gank and kill Void Ember. Raven top. Dodges an Ice Blast, that would have almost killed him off. Yeah, still hunting for him, and maybe able to find him here. He's got a Time Walk once again, but Venge has a stun, and I think he is going down. Nature's Prophet making sure of it. Back at mid though, Abed, he's been left alone with 4 top. They sense weakness. Abed's just going to turn and fight. He's got an Aegis, and well, sometimes your best bet is just turning and fighting. They'll break the Aegis, but Ember pays for it with his life. Not really worth it for the Ember, I feel.
Not worth it at all.
It's not like that Aegis was going to be used to push high ground this early on in the game.
Yeah, I thought at best they would just like spend global to get Ember out cleanly, but they don't even do that.
That's actually what Team Fnatic want, trading a mid laner with a free Aegis. It's that Aegis, the first Aegis of the game is pretty much for experience and also economy.
Yep. Yeah, you maybe get some outer towers, but mostly you just get map control and try to get one fight off of it. And that basically, killing an enemy mid at this stage with an Aegis is fine. Here comes Lotac. Chronosphere back up. Can they get the Chrono they're looking for? The swap in. Ahaya gets caught inside the Chrono himself because of that swap, and Jabs on the top line can't use any spells. He was silenced the entire time. Xian's back alive. They'll get the Reaper kill onto the Venge here, so 2 kills
This is
going Lotac's way. They're going to get a third onto Abed here, so perhaps does end up being well worth it to break the Aegis.
This is what I was talking about before. They just have to keep calm and waiting for the chance to come.
Yeah.
I still think that at the late game, yeah, like you said, guys, I think Lotac have slightly better late game heroes with the Chi that can scaling up very fast. Ember, thing about Ember Spirit is Ember is the kind of hero that can scale up so quick in the from around like 12 minutes of the game into 25.
I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to take a fight. Like, granted, they didn't have vision on that cliff, and they didn't know that Radiant had vision. Yep. But they knew that Chrono and Global were both up, and you just lost your Aegis.
And Ember has a pretty low respawn time.
Right.
By the time they got there, he was like respawning.
Exactly. So it seems weird to me that they thought, like, oh, this is a great time to go for a gank.
Yeah.
Especially with that many heroes. Like, maybe you just send, like, TA to go find something, but...
It wasn't like a strong time. Like, TA has Blink, but no Death or anything.
Right.
Like, we're still 14 minutes in. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves if you're in Fnatic's shoes.
Yeah.
You still haven't got your Orchid. It's very close, but not there. And you have no good way to start the fight.
You're gonna like it.
But hey, you forced Chrono on cooldown, so now you can go take a fight. That's kind of, I think, the nice thing about constantly fighting is, yeah, just being able to, you know, you lose a fight to a Chrono global silence, well, guess what? The next 2 minutes, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Fnatic is so rushing this game. They already reached the tier 2 already.
Yeah. Bounty runes coming up. Faceless Void going to try to grab 2 up top to even the score, and he will do so. So, getting some money for Lotac, that's, I think, just fine.
That is 5 towers in 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
9.8 to 1 odds. What's the Dota Plus saying?
I imagine it's not quite that one-sided. It's only 70%.
70%?
For Fnatic, and
right.
I would say that's
reasonable.
Reasonable, yeah. I'd say it's about. I would say yeah, 65 to 75 area.
Okay.
What are you thinking? Higher, lower?
I'm thinking 75.
Okay.
I think it's 65.
I imagine. I mean, Dota Plus is very skewed towards certain heroes or lineups it likes, and like, I can see why it heavily likes this Radiant lineup. So despite being down 7k gold this early on, it's not going to give Fnatic crazy odds.
Well, Chrono's up and Global's up.
This is when they have to do something about the Chrono. They have to play around the Faces 4 and try to find the momentum back. Goes in with the Fantasy Chronosphere. It's just get rid of the core.
We can just find
this is worth it. Worth it.
I wonder if, yeah, this seems okay. They just with the
now
Reaper, it's definitely
it.
okay, because if he has that shorter
Silencer
respawn
died.
time, and maybe Xian as well, Ember down bottom, he's going to be okay in the end. I bet Axe going for a TP out, could get caught here. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, they'll kill Abed, I imagine, but Xian needs to be very careful not to lose some kind of a right-click battle to a meld TA.
Does he have a blink?
Oh dear.
He does. There's dust on AU, so I don't. He's not getting out. He's been damaged up already.
Oh, okay.
But you better be careful.
I think his
Always.
best outcome is he somehow kills the Ember here. And doesn't look like he actually dodges the
Yeah,
Melt
is that why
Strike.
he's sleight of fisted with one target? That's pretty good.
Yeah. And don't imagine it was intentional, to be totally honest. I mean, players are pretty damn good at Dota, but that's kind of a... they just both happen to use their spells at the same time.
Amazing! Wait, I have something for this.
Reconnected back. Necrophos started doing his job. Wow! He started from 0-3, now he 4-3 already for the Necrophos by Ohio. Looking to have a very good game now in the U Scepter. I think we have 2 U Scepter in the Radiant side. Ember Spirit is gonna do 1 too, just to be safe from all the spells. For example, the Ice Blast and also the Magic Missile.
I think it's the Orchid that.
Oh,
Prophet's
they all
building.
hit too.
He...
Would you want to build? Would you want to build a Yules, or would you just rely on a BKB?
On Ember?
Yeah.
Take it.
Because there's.
I think Yules.
Because sometimes Linken's is a choice, but there's too many targetable spells on Fnatic to break a Linken's.
The Eels is nice because of the price point, and the stats is pretty handy as well.
Generally,
overall.
the alternative we'll see is like Aeon Disc, but I think it's
That's
a
true.
bit excessive.
Bit pricey.
Yules can have some situational offensive uses as well.
Wow, look at that. The skill build by the Ogre Magi. I might have to copy this one. Max out the stun, only level 1 on the Ignite, and max out Bloodlust next.
Yeah, they lack damage, so I think particularly in the Chrono, having max Fire Blast with some multicast is necessary. But yeah, if they can... I think if Lotac can survive to a point where all 3 cores can get out of this Orchid, this game looks a whole lot better for them. Right now they're... got the Yules on Necro, but they don't have either Void or Ember's item. Void's is going to be the Manta style, which is a much more expensive one, and will take some time to farm up to.
The Fnatic MP also going for the Black King bar. 1.4k gold to go. I think the well, somebody got on the high ground. It's Silencer there.
And Raven's wanting to hunt Ice again, but doesn't have Chrono for 30 seconds. No solo kill potential, really.
On the way to a Mensa style, the Perch, Divisal Blade. You like that item build from Raven?
After the Manta, yeah. I think you need to go this Manta against the Orchid to get rid of the Silence, and then Diffusal, just good damage output, good synergy with the Manta style in your Chronosphere. A lot of mana burn, a lot of right-click damage.
And do you think that doing it without the Mask of Magnet will be enough to kill anyone?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of agility. Oh, Weaver caught on the edge of the Chronosphere. They're going to bring him down with a Reaper as well. 80 seconds dead. They used all their ultimates for this one, though. Can Fnatic try and take a fight and turn this one around? I don't know if they want to right away.
Ohio being assisted by the team so good from 0-3. All the Chronosphere just give him pretty much like 5 kills for Ohio.
Even though they're finding these kills, though, every time it happens, it just feels like Fnatic are getting a lot more farm elsewhere on the map. So the gold lead is kind of staying in Fnatic's favor. Ice. Going in for a kill in Yamate there, but...
He was not expecting Ogre to
yeah.
emerge. He was like, oh god, I gotta
here.
silence this Ogre now. And then Silencer walks away not having to take any soul burn damage.
That was a bit of an over-aggressive play. Expecting the gank to be just just that, a gank, a hero by themselves. Nothing more to it, but the Lotac were ready.
Come on, man. This game. Becoming a very, very tactical game right here.
Who are you cheering for, Xyclopzz?
I just need a big team fight.
This one, big team fight.
We're down to 66% win rate according to Dota Plus, so things are going slightly better over the last few minutes for Lotac, and I kind of agree with that. They're holding out. The second Yule Scepter's up, so Ember does not just die to an Orchid now.
Because Fnatic push had been seized.
Yes. It's hard. They took every outer tower, so it's like, what next? And the answer is probably Roshan. You can't really go high ground right now. Their Deso isn't even... Deso was just completed as well. It's almost like they took all these towers too fast and they just hit this roadblock where there was nothing left to do.
The old Broodmother dilemma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything seems so peachy keen in the first 20 minutes. You win your lane, you take all the towers, and you're like, oh,
How?
I can't do anything anymore.
And it's not like you have a BKB at that point. You found like this incredibly fast like diffusal orchid or something. And
Yeah.
it's like, well...
Which is what Ice is going for here.
no.
Well, at least the orchid part.
Yep. But if you do play too aggressive, you quickly feed away your lead because you are that squishy. It's early on in the game.
See how small these heroes are from Team Fnatic. All the tiny heroes. If they're stuck in a chronosphere, maybe 2 of them diving in, slide top fish can easily get rid of them.
Void's 100, 200 gold away from Manta Style, so this game will quickly get a lot more difficult for Fnatic, but they have crazy burst potential. Still, end of the day, the TA with the Ice Blast, the Blink Deso hit Meld Strikes, Ice Blast on top. The main issue is just that they don't have that insta-stun, like the Venge stun, but you can't really have Venge frontline when you're playing against Void. DJ has to play as like the defensive save hero. And it looks like ISSI is recognizing that. It's going to queue up a Scythe of Ice next, so he wants to make sure they can initiate on some of these frontliners.
True, but he also need to be careful about being on a frontliner too. 1.6k is considered not that much at all. He needs to not stuck in a chronosphere, and I'm pretty sure that he will be the first one that Team Lotac will find in a team fight. Jumping in, maybe trying to bat him first, or and when he's trying to do something, just chronosphere him, is burst him down. Raven camping in the middle, see somebody. It's gonna be jabs, I think.
Yeah, he may be in trouble here. Multicast, how many?
This is 1x.
Double. Yeah, he could go for the Reaper kill, but chooses not to. The Global Sound's coming as well. Raven's gone time walking and catches Ice with the Searing Chains as well from afar. Chrono catches out too. DJ gets caught on just the edge as well. Well placed. Did have to commit it to kill Ice. He was hoping to be able to kill him without it.
Do you feel like me? But I think he hold the Reaper side for a little bit too long. You can just get it done.
Sometimes
support. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's a support. It's like you're unsure if it's worth it for a support when a team fight could happen, but doesn't find a place to use it.
Oh, no swap. This Vengeful Spirit is very conservative with her usage of swaps.
Has got a pipe now, so DJ has managed to get some items for the team.
Raven. I am actually looking at the item build of everyone at the moment. Oh, pop the dust.
Yeah,
see the action first.
No more time walk. I mean, Chikuchi. What are you talking about? There's mid lane. There's another fight going on. The Ice Blast. Ahaya's been caught out here. He uses, but he looks like he's in all sorts of trouble with the Ice Blast effect on him. He can't heal up. Can they stop his TP though? And they can't. Magic Missile was the stun. The swap was already used as well. Ember's going to triple fire him and in goes in aggressive, but he doesn't kill anyone. He's going to pay with his life. Xian! No! What are you doing? They're going to chasing at AU as well. Fnatic have baited out a mistake.
Yeah. I thought he's just going to fire Remnant in and out right away. It seems like he doesn't have any Remnant.
He used all three offensively, but the pipe damage. The pipe just blocked all the damage.
She even got a blade mail? Yeah, she got a blade mail or something?
He does. He's thinking, I can just go in, get everyone low, pop my blade mail, and then they'll just die because they can't hit me without dying, and I can flame guard them down, but the Fire Emblem just did nothing.
It's a big mistake.
Yeah, they shouldn't be playing that aggressive when Chrono's on cooldown.
Yeah, or global. One or the other has to be available. Otherwise, then Fnatic they're not scared at all. They're like, this dude's triple remnanting. We can all group up. We have nothing to be concerned about.
I kind of like how the Necrophos is going for the Hard Tarask to add up HP. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll go for an Aghanim Scepter soon after.
The only worry is the Ice Blast from the Ancient Apparition that can just counter that. It's gonna be fine. Necrophos 1.8k gold. Let's take a look at his talent. His talent went for 20% Ghost Round. Next one should be a magic resistant indeed.
Yeah, I feel like
but
normally you see attack speed, but this game...
Yeah, attack speed is so tempt.
Yeah, I see a lot of the attack speed, but I guess it's only Ice Blast, the magic damage. Maybe we will see attack speed. We'll see. But mid lane, fight is brewing. DJ invised up, they've gone in on a higher. The Ice Blast, he doesn't land it because of the global silence. He couldn't release it. Now the Chrono comes in, catches Ice with the Vent, so no save for you. The Reaper finishes Ice. DJ gets gone on next with the Manta Style there. Raven's just going to look to clean up. Prophet even bought back for this one. Ohio in the front lines. He didn't end up dying to the Ice Blast here, but he has a BKB. He's charging forward. Defensive Fuel's coming out on the Necrophos. Can Ohio get out with the Ghost Shroud TP? It looks like he can, and Arbet on the front lines. BKB, he's got an Aegis though, but this BKB is all but wasted at this point unless they can catch Raven, whose Time Walk is up in a couple seconds. Time Walk away, the trap slow will find him. Can they bring him down? Another Time Walk in a few seconds. I don't see them catching him with the stuns that they've got.
Also, he may just
yeah,
be baiting.
It does look that way.
Oh,
Ohio
wow.
charging forward.
Jabs.
Wow,
Jabs
what are you
is
doing
just
there, D-Ward?
Value.
What's your Thai boy doing, Xyclopzz?
I'm not sure, and his teammate is gonna go down too. He should not worry about the D-Ward now.
No BKB. Arbet's just dead.
I mean, you will only do that when you won the team fight, completely won the team fight, and force Team Lotac back to the base. But, well, D-Warding while you're retreating is something very risky, and that is actually caused hesitation to Arbet too. Arbet was like, should I wait for this guy? And then he also got caught.
That was such a good timing on the global silence, stopping the Ice Blast coming.
Yeah, so they had a sentry. Radiant had a sentry ward mid, and they saw this VS was standing there, like waiting for her opportunity to swap. And they're like, whatever. If they initiate on the Necro, then we're just gonna immediately hit global. It's gonna be fine. And that's exactly like Ohio didn't give up the jig. He was like, everyone can see me. You guys are ready. Let's just global and take this fight.
Very nicely done, as Lotac, even though they're down 8k gold, it almost feels like it's a much more even game than that.
Give me that Dota plus percentage.
It's still at 70.
Give me that GG bet percentage.
Can we get the net worth for the heroes as well for Lotac? I actually want to see how well they're doing. They're catching
Oh
up.
snap! Those odds are leveling out.
Damn.
Oh,
That's pretty close to what our Dota Plus odds are.
comeback status for Ow!
Sorry.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
What?
Domestic abuse going on
I
here.
didn't mean to.
Jesus.
We're a violent
swinging
SEA
her.
family
I
here.
didn't mean to. It was just a plastic katana.
Inverse spirit.
I gotta say though, Lotac, they're starting to catch up in net worth. They're looking pretty good.
The heroes just make better use of the farm too. It feels
Exactly.
like.
Better scaling.
And his lack of Sable. Ice, his Hex is going to be so important to be able to kill anyone this game. But
For now, I think Fnatic need to be careful about how they're gonna go engage in this team fight, but they can't afford to lose in a team fight anymore. And it seems like the happy time have passed. The time that Nature Prophet can easily push the tower. Now they're just like the person that's trying to find a purpose in life. Like what next should I do? It's really hard for them playing like this without a tanker or no real initiator. They were born to dominate it in lane, but the lane has passed.
Yep.
Now it's actually getting to a mid lane where team fight take part. And we have to take a look at this guy, Faceless Void though. He's gaining a lot of item and experience out.
the Orchid on Prophet, it's like one of those items you can very easily measure whether it works or not.
God, and look at Ohio. 3.8k gold in his pocket. Right now he got two choices. Either go for a hard Torah, which is a good choice, or just go straight for the damage from the Radiance.
At least with the heart queued up, I think that's fine. His job is to just be a frontliner. He doesn't need to do more damage necessarily. The Void and Ember fit that gap.
Yeah, I think you're right. And
But,
one of the big thing is a hard stopper aura. You can't. I mean, it's so hard to win a team fight if hard stopper aura too.
Both teams smoke up here. Nature's Prophet has got the Hex. This is the key item for them to be able to actually initiate and kill somebody. Since the Orchid has just done very little this game, we've yet really to see a kill come out of the Orchid. But Lotac themselves are smoked up, so both sides trying to avoid detection here. Wards being planted deep on the enemy side of both maps.
Ohio shows himself.
Yeah, they are flanking now. I think Fnatic know exactly where Lotac are, who they're going to go, and they find Raven. They don't get the Hex off, though. Nature's Prophet wasn't there. The swap back, though. They get the Void now. Can they blow him up in time with the Global Silence? It's going to be close. He does get the Mant off Raven. He's low. The Ice Blast, it may tick him down with the bug on him as well. Raven's dead without buyback. The fight going to continue. They get the Necrophos as well. The perfect initiation in the end with that swap. And Nature's Prophet TP'd home. He stayed alive. MP's found the Ember too. He finds the Shikuchi as he lands. Shan, he gets out, but there's a trap to slow him down. Can he get himself home? There's no remnants left, but he does get the Searing Chains off. Abed has to be the one to finish him off. He gets a trap slow, not really channeled up though. Shan may still be able to juke. 5 seconds to go. He goes for the TP
played.
out. Abed has no blink just yet. He can't find him. So well played from Xian, but the fight still goes Fnatic's way.
Such a close fight, and do you know that I think the big point in that team fight is the hesitation to do the Chronosphere of the Faceless Void. That he was not in a proper position to land it because his teammate was too close to him. His smoke popped up here nearby the tree line. He got two choices to do the random Chronosphere to cover all the tree line over here, or just but he chose another way around. Is time walked out and try to find a better position and better vision to drop that, but it was too late for him. We got a props to Team Fnatic that they saw that one, that the Faceless Void jumped away, and they are not let the Faceless Void go and have a big breath. They just put the pressures on him until he cannot just place the Chronosphere at all. I think that's what happened.
It's like this new game plan where they're using swap rather than to save people from Chrono, they're using it to initiate on Void where they swap and then hex him. So,
I understand him. People said, why not your Chronosphere? It's just not the right time to do.
Yeah, they didn't have
no
any
vision.
Yeah, no vision. You can't really. He couldn't really get a Chrono off. Like even when you see that first hero, you just don't know where everyone else is. And there was a like support in the front lines.
I'm not sure if he see, but he might not see anything. He just smoke popped out. But he know that he's near enough, but he don't know how to do a random Chronosphere inside. It's just too risky, so it just fall back. But they were too near to retreat.
Well, Fnatic, we'll see what they can get out of this. Problem is, the fight won like that. It didn't actually force any of these ultimates on cooldown, which is it's good. Like you don't want to fight into Chronosphere, but means pushing high ground isn't really on the menu. You can get some map control out of this, try and secure yourselves next Roshan, which is sometime in the next 3 minutes. And
no, finally Fnatic get that pace back in the game. That's what they are waiting for.
Oh,
but
Roche
I wonder
10 seconds away.
If they can do that kind of thing like more.
Lotac smoke up. They want to fight. They've got Chronosphere. Raven goes in, catches out the Weaver. MP. Global Silence is there, so no saves available. Quick kill. And Roshan alive, so maybe it's Lotac who will get their hands on it.
Now, the problem of Lotac is they got to find something to do after the Chronosphere cooldown. I mean, they cannot just, okay, let's go kill one guy with a Chronosphere and then just wait for the Chronosphere to be up again. That's kind of a waste of time. They have to stick and push and try to do some objective because they can't even get one single tower out of Team Fnatic.
They scout Roshan. Maybe they go for that.
I think sometimes they just have to step out of the comfort zone fighting without a Chronosphere.
You've got to deal with split push too, both mid and bottom lane being pushed in quite heavily.
Yeah, and I don't think they know that Weaver doesn't have buyback. So
That's true.
if they go inside the pit and they get sprouted or swapped or trapped, then they have no easy exit if Weaver suddenly buys back and takes the fight.
Well, they saw Yamate doing some sneaky warding here by the Roshan pit. Imagine that'll be de-warded as the Hex comes out from Ice. He wants to go on the Silencer, but doesn't quite get the initiation he was hoping for, and that's the Hex Orchid on cooldown. DJ trapped in an awkward spot here. Well, is he going to swap in jabs? He's silenced up, so that's not really an option anymore, and he's going to get reapered, so 100 seconds down. He may just want to buy back if they want to contest Roshan. Does Lotac risk it? Lotac's lineup does not kill Roche particularly well.
What's the cooldown on Chrono?
30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think he buys back.
Yeah, and the cooldowns on every single Reaper side is so long, man. 2 minutes. If you, now I kind of understand why he don't want a Reaper side on the support earlier, because 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That Fnatic just gonna happily fighting. They don't have to afraid about the Reaper side. Their core is happy. Everyone is happy. Now they are on the tower. I would just support them, but they need to watch out at the bottom lane too,
Yeah.
because Nature Prophet is going to push non-stop. This is like we are back to 2013 once again. That everyone just have to deal with the split push. Do you remember back then when the other team plays split push, we so much hate on them?
That was
That
the old
dark
VP. You know,
ages,
they
yeah.
coined the term Rat Dota. That was then. They were so frustrated with the split push meta of sorts. It wasn't even as much as Alliance were known for it. They weren't the ones that started all that. But here we go. Fight's going to break out. They know Venge is dead. They jump the AA. Great, quick, decisive moves coming out from Lotac. And they're going to go into the Roshan pit. Bottom lane not being addressed right now, but a kill attempt, a solo kill attempt up top. Silencer in no man's land. He is dead.
A bit out of focus for Silencer,
Yeah,
I can say.
he doesn't have buyback too, which would have been great because Global Silence was coming back up. But both supports on Fnatic buy back to make sure
I mean,
Lotac don't get Roshan.
3 events happening at the same time. Top Silencer push, mid lane some team fight, and bottom lane you see Nature Prophet is about to push. But yeah, he lost the focus.
And this Rosh is so important because it's Rosh number 3. That's why they have to buy back. If Void gets Refresher, you're in all sorts of trouble. Here's the first Chronosphere coming out. Doesn't have a refresh, of course. Ice is dead with buyback. They may just be able to take this fight. They've killed Necro here, the Heart of Taras, but he just got melted, and no one has buyback. Big mistakes from Lotac. That solo Chronosphere on the Nature's Prophet, the ideal hero to buy back on and TP in. He has to wait another second, but they may just go for Roshan now.
Now, I thought that was a word, Chronosphere. I have to take my word back.
Yeah, it gets risky to use Chrono on a single hero at this stage because of buybacks, particularly the Nature's Prophet or Weaver who can time-lapse back in.
Yeah, and it was Yamate. Decided all from Yamate. If just now they have Global Silence, it might not end up like this.
That was such a big opening when you kill those supports and suddenly Rosh isn't in Fnatic's favor until they lose those kills. If somehow Lotac got Roshan, I think they just win the game having a refresher shot on Void.
And you know, Ice are actually the master of buyback anyway. You do it all the time at level 1.
I'm saying we've seen a lot of buybacks and a lot of bad buybacks. That was definitely a good one.
Yeah. Normally when the buyback happens in this mid game to late game, if you are the core, you will want to hold it. Yeah. But if you are the support, you definitely have to buy back because your core is tanking the damage and still it's in the team fight. But if you're the core, you die, you buy back, your support cannot tank any stuff. You come back to the venue and then it's all over. You were there to just get the surrounded by the enemy. So yeah, just gotta read the room too. The moment you're gonna buy back. 22 to 26 games score. The game looking very good for Team Fnatic. They already have their cheese and an Aegis.
So the Dota Plus win probability got up to about 50%.
Ooh.
And it's
But
just dropping down.
We dropped back down to 69%. So
Nice.
yes, nice. I felt necessary to
Nice.
explain that. Not 70. It was 70 before.
No.
I'm not gonna none of this rounding. I'm an honest reporting
But the
commentator.
win
Give it to
prop
me
are so
straight.
back and forth if you take a look at it. Like
Yeah,
it's up and
it's
down,
up,
up and
down.
down.
It's been kind of constantly in Fnatic's favor, but never more than 75%.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, onto the high ground with Aegis Refresher shot on Abed, so potential double hex here.
Yo, what did Nina say about their pause time? I think they only have like 1 minute left.
I don't remember. Did he type
Who's-
recently?
I think he did.
But who's
It wasn't just Ice shit posting. It was actually Nino.
Oh, damn. I can't see it when I try to scroll up.
Oh,
There's
really?
I can only scroll up so far.
Oh.
So, Blink Dagger on Prophet, so Blink Hex maybe the
Oh,
play.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wonder how they're gonna go up on this one.
Yeah.
Unless they just swap somebody out.
Was it Fnatic who almost ran out of pause time? I feel
That's-
like most of
I
the pauses
believe
have
that's
been
what it
Lotac,
was.
but maybe that's not the
Cyclopzz,
case.
check your press enter on yours because I think I extended the chat history on mine.
Fancy.
What?
Push enter and scroll up on the chat. You can adjust that? Is that a console thing?
You can, but it drops your FPS every time you open up chat.
Oh.
He can't scroll either.
Let's see.
So,
Swap somebody out, you think?
what's the play? Avenge is playing very far forward. The plan is to go for a swap hex, I imagine. And Void's Chronosphere is still down for 30 seconds. I imagine Fnatic have a pretty good idea of the timing. They may not know to the exact second, but they should probably at least know it's not quite up yet.
Tia is double Scythe, double BKB.
Yeah. As long as they don't overlap some of these hexes here.
They need vision on top for Team Fnatic. Whether it's going to be Sideblaze or whatever.
They're going to back off.
Terra.
So, they're going to let Necro respawn, Void Chrono come back online, and Void decides maybe BKBs. Raven's having some time to try to figure out what the item's going to be. He does get the BKB. He had Shadowblade for a while queued up. Now he queues up the BKB. Wants to not get hexed, I imagine, when he goes in.
They have zero vision right now. You take a look at Team Fnatic. See nothing.
Yep.
Around the base too.
So much dewarding going on this game.
The ward game is becoming the most important thing in the late game.
Yamate is one of those 5s who I see just buy absurd amounts of sentries. He makes sure there is no wards on the map when he's playing.
It's always irritating as a sport because half these sentries are intended for TA traps. And a lot of times you're like, I'll place this observer ward in a weird spot that usually won't get counter-warded. And then they're trying to get rid of traps and they're like, oh man.
Look at what they do. They don't have a buyback too. They
Here
have
come Lotac.
Ogre and the Ember Spirit buyback, that's all.
Don't
Smoked
catch
up.
TA.
They should be apparent. No one's defending top. And when the creeps are hitting tier 3 towers, it's like light as day that the enemy is smoked up. Because that's not even risky to farm.
Oh, Yamate. Did they see
But
him?
Jabs?
Jabs is tank the
very
gank.
far forward. Silencer, no. Is he or is it Silencer? Void goes in, gets the solo kill.
That's a value
Jabs.
death. Now you see Raven, not quite.
Looks like they're Nature's Prophet very far away.
Was Raven decoying this illusion?
They may be even waiting Ice to have buyback or something, which is quite far away, but it may just be that's how they may see the safe way to end this game. Like Ice gets chronoed, he has buyback, and then the same thing as the last team fight can go down.
Yeah. Oh, this one's gonna be big.
Necro just goes shrouding forward. Definitely feels like Fnatic can get a lot of value out of buybacks because late game Void Chronosphere cooldown is, it's stuck at 2 minutes, whereas if you can buy back in and TP boots of travel to like a fight again, that's only 2 minutes where this Void is not that scary.
Unless they go for a Aghanim Scepter, but that's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, I think you get more value out of the refresher than the Ags even at this point maybe. But not sure if that's even what you want your next item to be. He's got Shadowblade again queued up. Xian needs to make sure he has buyback on the Ember, I feel, because of all these hexes. Very tense times. 62% win chance for Fnatic, despite a 14k gold lead. Really speaks to their lack of ways to end this game, at least.
It's still pretty scary. You can't see anything. They just need to wait for Lotac to make a mistake. Right now, it's pretty 50-50 to me. Even though they just wait for the Aegis gone, and it's quite easy for Team Lotac to play from behind at this point.
That's the crazy thing. This is happening while Fnatic have Aegis. This Aegis is going to expire in 30 seconds, and they've realized, or at least decided, they can't do anything.
Ember Spirit just got the A on this too.
Yep.
Bloodthorn on Ice.
Okay. So Ember making sure he has buyback while buying the Aeon Disc.
I'm surprised Ice committed all the way to a Bloodthorn. As it is, the Orchid lost a lot of value once all these Mantas and BKBs came out.
Yeah. I guess they want to just blow people up who are Hex, and this amps up the right-click damage.
Yeah, that's fair.
That would be my kind of interpretation, at least.
What I like about Fnatic in this game is how fast they react to a vision that the information that they have seen. Whenever they see people show up in the middle map, the whole team, I'm talking about the whole team, just moving into the same direction.
Here comes Lotac. They global silence, but they don't initiate on anyone. Okay, there we go. They get the Yules to cancel the Venge TP out. DJ was trying to sneak his way out of that one. Reaper used for 150 seconds.
Yeah, but again, it's like 2 big ultimates just for 1 support. Yeah, even though you got a gem, but
you still have Chrono. So as long as some variation of Scythe, Global, and Chrono are available, at least one of those ultimates needs to be available if you don't do like a full 5-on-5 team fight.
They want to. We're going to see a fight here coming in from behind. Here comes the Weaver, instantly silence up, force the BKB, wants to bring down this sound, so the Ice Blast is going to go flying on through, the Chrono whiffs, and the Ice Blast doesn't quite land on Yamate, or that may have been able to kill him off. Bottom lane, split push, Abed.
TA's push.
Yeah.
Is it time to go in there? Are they
Tier 3
fighting?
tower, someone has to TP back and defend. Who's on defense duty? They're going to lose jabs here, but they may be happy with a tier 3 tower as Abed looking to finish this one off. Can he get out as well? The Hex is there. Does he refresh? Refreshes in his backpack, and the Aeon Disc as well, going to help him out. Abed maybe just going to go for a BKB TP. Where's the Void? They need the bashes maybe, but back in the main fight. A lot going on here. Abed going to go forward with the BKB, wants to bring on the Ember. Ember gets back to the high ground. Can Abed chase further? It doesn't look like he wants to. Silence is there as well. This BKB about to wear off. Abed
Does he have Scythe?
blinks away, refreshes, has another BKB,
man.
another side.
Hell?
Has a TP scroll as well. Can he get out of this one? He hexes, and now he's going to look for maybe a blink TP in a second. Doesn't have blink for a little bit longer.
What
He
a
counts-
bash.
Yep. BKB's there, but he can't TP because of the bashes. He needs to be able to blink first, and he gets bashed again. Abed has to find a way to break the distance, and he can't do it.
They need more. They need more than this because this is not a good trade for Team Lotac at all.
Luckily, MP gets a big kill on Necrophos, using that nullifier to deal with the Ghost Shroud.
Well, this is such a big loss for Team Lotac in term of the whole situation. I mean the game.
It was like a almost 4,000 gold swing on the team fight recap.
Yeah, Lotac got more gold, more everything, but that tier 3 tower is actually.
I think you're pretty pleased if you're Lotac. If they were like 16k net worth down,
Yeah.
and they lost tier 3 tower and got 4 kills.
Dota Plus, what do you guys think it's at?
But
50.
But if you lose the tier 3 tower, man, you're gonna lose a lot of map control in a shrine.
That's kind of an inevitability against a Prophet, though. Like a tier 3 tower is bound to go down whenever you're against a Nature's Prophet.
I think
So,
it is 55
Dota Plus, for who?
for Fnatic. 55.
It was just at 53, and now it's gone up to 58 for Lotac.
Whoa. Give me
Dota
that
Plus.
GG bet, though.
I imagine GG bet might be about 50-50 now, but we'll see. This game is suddenly looking really nice for Lotac, and I don't think it's just Dota Plus feeling that way. Lotac have got to feel that their draft is in a good position right now.
This is such a hard game. It could come out any way of the game, really.
It's just so little ways for Fnatic to win these fights. They had to go double Hex, these swap Hex plays, but now there's an Aeon Disc on Ember to help deal with it. Void's got a Linken's queued up. I like this item option a lot. Necro's just got a bazillion health.
For why, you say?
Yeah,
Why?
he hasn't committed yet. He keeps changing his mind, but is considering a Linken's anyways.
And I like the Aeon Disc of the Ember Spirit too. Alright. We'll see. Trying to push out. Control the creep wave is another thing that Team Lotac need to improve when you play against Fnatic. Fnatic really prioritize on how high the creep wave pushed. Especially in mid game to late game, and that's what you should look at. And whoa, grouping up.
Chrono and Global are up.
Yeah, it's just so hard to fight right now.
The fact that Raven can get away with this and not have an Aghanim Scepter is so valuable for Lotac. If you're this dependent on this ultimate, usually you need it on as frequent of a cooldown as possible. Yeah. But he's been able to build like pure utility with his Shadowblade for initiation, the Manta Style to be able to get rid of the Orchid originally, and now the BKB to make sure that the
damage.
Hex isn't a problem.
I think a lot of that came down to the fact, even when Chrono was down, Fnatic, they could take all these outer towers, but they could never push high ground.
Right.
Here come Lotac. Checking out the Roshan pit. Raven's in there with the Shadowblade. May just want to clear some of these treants and scouting. The Dire Vision mostly comes down to these traps and treants at this point, which is pretty useful way to scout things out. But Lotac are high on the front lines with the Mionia. He's well visible for Fnatic, but that's the last hero you really want to go on.
Easy bounty rune.
Casual Hex, yeah. Bounty rune secured. Both bounty runes available down bottom, but I think both teams also realizing a fight could break out at any moment at Roshan because Rosh has respawned. Potential refresher shot. If that gets in Lotac's hands, I feel like that win probably is going up from like 60% to like 80-90% Lotac.
Attempted blind sliding chains.
Lotac have managed to get further into this dire side of the jungle.
They can't waste too much time, though. Nature's Prophet's going to keep pushing bot.
Yeah, they're sending Ember back to defend, and he left a remnant behind, so See what Xiang can do. He's checking out the bounty runes, but they've been claimed by Ice. The rest of Lotac, I think, recognize we have to stay near this Roche pit. We want to not give this one up for free.
This one, yeah, very important.
It's a shame that they were able to do such a successful invasion to the
Bottom
Dire
lane,
jungle.
they want to try and maybe catch Ember here.
They couldn't place any observer wards down there, though.
Yeah.
Tracer sees him.
Hex, maybe?
He's got the Aeon Disc, though. I don't think they can kill him, but... Oh, can they with a Nullifier? You betcha!
Oh my god.
Perfectly
yeah.
timed MP.
Can't dispel Hex.
Yeah.
Nullifiers, yes.
That's...
That
the
was
play.
so quick way to kill the Ember Spirit. Maybe it's time to place some observer wards in front of here to take control of the Roshan pit area and try to go into there.
That's some kind of tricky sometimes to do because you got to make sure you wait till the Aeon Disc procs before you nullify.
But they also have to be careful. I'm not sure if they know that Ember Spirit got a buyback or not. If they anyhow go into the Roshan pit, Ember Spirit buyback, and then suddenly a Chronosphere happens, it's going to be disaster.
Swap back into a Hex. There's going to be another... another Nullify on the Aeon Disc. These Aeon Discs are just being countered.
Yeah,
he doesn't have an Aeon Disc, but no, he just gets brought down. Void goes in looking for a Chronosphere, catches two on the edge. Really nicely done by Raven. Can they bring both these heroes down? It sure as hell looks like it. Nature's Prophet and TA both go down. If they want to contest Roshan, I think they have to buy back, and if they don't contest Roshan, they may be in all sorts of trouble.
This is buyback for buyback now.
Yeah, do Fnatic buy back to contest Roshan?
This
Or
is gonna
do
catch
Lotac
more.
even go Roche? They're looking for more kills. So tricky to know what to do in these situations.
They can get away with this because Prophet and TA are the best split pushers, so they can kind of stall out around Roche.
There's the first buyback. Yeah, Roche is also very slow with Ember Necro doing no damage to Roche. It's really just Void. They also didn't get the Bloodlust talent on Ogre. He got the plus 40 strength, so buybacks do come out. And Fnatic going to try and make sure the swap into the Hex once again. They've gone on the Necrophos. Can they bring him down? The Force Staffs are there. Oh, and Hayo in trouble. He's going to get the Ghost Shroud off. Still alive for now.
So is
Another
Yules.
Force Staff is there. They're trying to chase him down. The Bash is on MP. He time-lapses out of there. Hayo uses himself. He's still alive somehow. Hayo, he's somehow kept himself alive to get off a Reaper. He sides to TA. Dead for 165. Oh my god, Raven. He's just going to clean up DJ as well. There's no buyback for the TA. They've got to get some kills here. Yamate somehow gets awareness sliver of health here, and it's just resort to split push. There's nothing they can do without the TA, I feel.
That was the worst situation to get out of there alive, you know, because they fight in a very small area at the choke, and all of them Lotac players are lining up there. And Ohio was like, hey, move out, man. Out of the way. I'm about to die. Let's go. And he just managed to land the last Reaper side. He was waiting for it at his last breath. He's still dragging somebody to the hell with him. And that's actually big kill. Give away the Aegis to Team Lotac too.
We'll see about that. Bench going to buy back maybe.
10 seconds on Chrono.
Let's
Yeah,
go
they're
for
gonna-
round two.
They just kill Roche so damn slow on the Radiant side.
And Fnatic's not willing to do that without TA being alive.
I like
No TA, we gotta go for it.
we get reminded about how to deal with hexes because, you know, Dota, they've had all these new items being added, all these hipster items like Aeon Discs and Glimmer Capes. Good old Force stuff. This was the OP support item for the longest time. Every support, if you get some gold, you win a fight, you buy Force stuff. No questions about it. Both supports found Force stuff, and that's how you beat a hex.
Old trusty.
Don't know how Yamate did it. He's got a Hex.
On the silencer? Holy crap. That's a...
So
It's that 120 GPM.
Hell yeah. He's
Yeah.
feeling good.
The
got-
talent
look
is
at that
playing
net
the big
worth.
part.
They're smoking
Let's
out.
go!
They want to fight. They scan. They know where they are.
Chrono's available.
Yeah, he just goes
Ooh.
charging and finds DJ here. DJ's got no escape and no
That's
buyback.
That's not
Necro
good.
back in
110.
15 seconds. They do this while Necro's dead. That's fantastic as well. I think they just know that with TA dead, that's a bigger kill.
Take a kill. Get this Aegis
Oh, Solar. Wait, they've had a Solar Crest? Oh, yeah.
They've had it for
Ogre's had it.
a long time. Yeah.
Well, this is going reasonably fast.
Yep. Triple Bloodlust and Solar Crest. Sure, why not?
Fnatic need to spread out now and go
Can't
push on the
believe
lane.
TA is still dead.
Probably it's still on Facebook
Sad
by
time.
now.
They
Still
left,
on
they left the
Facebook.
cheese in the pit. They're pinging it. Orange is pinged. I think they know.
Oh, snap. The odds
Okay.
have reversed. 1.14 for Lotac,
Alright.
5.09 for Fnatic.
The change
That sounds
drastically changed.
reasonable. 67% win probability according
This
to Dota
is
Plus.
so devastating because Lotac is in the process of possibly 2-0ing Fnatic.
Raven's got double chrono. He gets Hex though. They're going to kill him. He doesn't have the Aegis. Ooh. Global Silence was even used. He does
didn't
have buyback.
carry an
He's
Aegis? Oh,
No, they want the Aegis
Do they
on
engage his team?
Ember.
They look like they want to.
Yeah, I think if you're Lotac, you just turtle in your base until you Void respawns. You'd rather not buy back, although you may have to here. They go on the Ogre here. He's very tanky. That plus 40 strength kicking in. Oh my god, that Nature's Prophet ultimate with the Ice Vortex did a lot.
Just pop the cheese. She's
He
gone.
survived on a sliver of health there, and then pushing forward a little bit. Lotac, reminder, Void is dead.
I don't mind Raven going for that. If he finds something that's game-winning, and he has
Yes.
buyback in case it's, you know, it turns out the way it just did.
I think he could have made, if he took the Aegis, he'd have to like back his treads or something.
Yeah, exactly. Which
could work.
If he had the Aegis, then I don't think he would make that play. Because then he would probably die twice.
I mean, more important than anything, Ember's buyback was on cooldown.
Right.
It's like late game Dota, one of your cores doesn't have buyback, you give him Aegis. The core with buyback doesn't need Aegis. So he just Shadowblade into an Observer Sentry combo. Like, that's kind of what that came down to. I don't think he was expecting there to be an Obs with a Sentry.
No, yeah, especially near their secret shop at this time.
Yep.
Alright, spread out and push on the bottom. That seems to be a good way for Team Fnatic right now. They might have to doing some micro pick off first for Team Fnatic while controlling the creep wave. That's what they love to do, and they are good at it. I don't think going against the max level Ember Space and also the Chronosphere is a good idea at the moment, but they should not stop working.
Yeah, the big issue is Aegis can expire, but Refresher Shard does not, and double Chronos are very scary. We haven't really, because they're using this swap
He
to
can
initiate
just
too.
easily just hold it and not using it just to scare them.
Yep. And when you have double Chrono, you just don't care. If that first Chrono's on an Ice Nature's Prophet who has buyback, that's fine because you've got a second one.
Even DJ still have to come out and push this far. Everyone have to work, man.
got
It's
no
crazy.
TV.
Off.
They seem to know where he
Scan
is.
is down.
Ooh,
Oh,
found
they
it.
got the slight. He knows that it connected on something.
Top gotta
Nice
push
find.
like this.
130.
Ohio didn't even care about his ultimate anymore. Just use it
It's so
and push.
long, yeah.
Because at this point, everyone in the game is important. It's not the support or any. Just becoming 4 players and 5 players is a big difference.
I think AA is the only hero that he wouldn't be willing to scythe. Everyone else can get it.
Let's go. Tower by the tower. Maybe 2 towers at this time. Still around
I can't believe
100 seconds.
Tier 1 was still up 53 minutes into the game.
Nobody
Freaking
touched
ice.
Because normally the fight happening around the Roshan pit and this area. The Radiant mid hill here.
He snipes the courier and gets out. He has that 0 cooldown teleport that he's abusing right now. Because the second he sniped that courier, Ember went charging to where he was, but couldn't quite get there in time.
That's what they should do. Shutting down the shrine right here will shut down it's called transportation of Team Lotac a lot when it comes to the team fight in the Roshan pit. Meanwhile, just push bottom.
Yeah,
Lotac.
they're going onto the high ground here. They push pretty slow, much like they killed Roche fairly slow. It's even slower for towers because they can't solo crest those. And MP's just going to go take a tier 3 top. He's split pushing. Raven, though, with Bloodlust is going to get the job done. We'll take the bottom tier 3 tower. DD room for Ice. Nice little find for him. We'll have that for a potential team fight. But for now, they're going to give Lotac up the bottom racks. As MP top, he's just going to solo kill the Aegis. Does get forced back, and that was an Aegis expiring in about 30 seconds. So that's actually not too bad for Xian. He was not going to get value out of it anyways.
A full Rax was claimed for Lotac.
Yeah.
And only another tier 3 for Fnatic.
This is what when the real problem happens with this lineup for Team Fnatic. It might look fancy from the start, you know, having some tangle body blocks and stuff, but you can't deny that at the end of the day, they don't have any initiator at all. I am still not sure how they're just gonna go in first when
Top lane.
siege.
They've gone in. Bloodthorn with a Hex. They want to kill Ohio here, but not sure they've got the damage for it.
BOT creep.
Yeah, he had to actually stop right-clicking Ohio for a second there, it looks like.
The only way they can see Team Fnatic win the game right now is to do some ninja move with the Hex, trying to camp it out. But doing that, you're gonna need a lot of obstacle wards and visions just to go, maybe 2 or 3 guys go teleport down, do some micro push, and just make sure that every single lane of the creep wave pushed out. But you know, right now it's gonna be hard for the bottom because they already lost the barracks.
Dude, Ice is so scared of this Void not being on the map that he's not even 0-second teleporting to these bounty runes.
Yeah, he sees
He sees them, he's like, wait a second.
Lotac doing great job in both games of the series. In the first game, they shut down Xyclopzz, the axe with the Monkey King. Now this one is gonna be the Chronosphere from Raven again to shut down the Native Prophet. This is just perfect play by Team Lotac in the whole series.
So Lincoln's complete for Raven. He's got 5k gold on top of that. Definitely.
Is he 25?
Surely at this point, yeah. He's got Chronosphere AoE.
Nice. This will be the first time that we've seen a Chrono with the increased AoE.
Silencer's 25. I mean.
Yeah, let's take an inventory of some 25s, assuming that TA doesn't get caught. Yeah.
You also better watch out the damage of that AU too.
So Silencer is a core.
AU with an agony
damage.
scepter.
He got the glaives damage.
Oh snap!
With Shadowblade Hex.
Okay.
Necro got the
30
Heartstopper.
Yeah, Heartstopper.
Ogre got Fire Blast damage.
Okay.
Oh god, that Fire Blast damage is ridiculous. He can just forever stun you if he multicast, and that's hell damage. You need to watch out about that Ogre die. Now he got 3.2k HP. It's not that easy to take him down. The problem is that will he have enough mana to do like continuous Fire Blast?
I'm hyped for AA to hit 25.
No.
We're headed that way.
Oh, that's a dead MP for 144 seconds.
Dead penalty, free buyback. I don't think he should do like that.
I feel like he has to just push his hero to the limits with some split push at times and gets punished a bit there.
What's the Fnatic 25s looking like?
Standard stuff. TA Refraction, Nature's Prophet TP 0 cooldown, and the Weaver got the Shikuchi. The supports are not 25.
Oh, okay.
But all other heroes in the game are.
Oh, 35 to 31. This game looked harder and harder for Team Fnatic. The graph dropping down, and Lotac moving in to push mid, trying to end this game. I think this is a perfect time.
Yeah, you win this game by finding picks and then forcing buybacks. If they buy back, you can either back off or you just try and Chronosphere that hero and force a dieback.
2 Chronosphere, they are ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Has put his Shadowblade in his backpack, so he wants to make sure he has that double chrono. They will break the Lincolns though.
With a Wrath of Nature.
Yep. Handy thing to do. If you can get a swap Hex onto Void.
It's kind of weird that they're not taking down the bot shrine.
That's true.
Because a buyback from Weaver into a flank could be rough.
Are they going to go in here? The Void knowing he has to stay hidden.
Oh!
Gets the Chronosphere on Ice. That's the first Chrono. There's a second if he wants to go for it. May wait a few seconds so they can see some key heroes here. They've forced out 3 buybacks already. Venge does not have one. And Lotac, no. That's step 1 to winning this game. Get kills, force buybacks. Round 2, Raven. What's he going to find here? Fnatic have to make sure they're the ones getting the jump. If they get chronoed again, they just lose this game. Perhaps TA can get chronoed since she has buyback.
No, that's not a good...
Here they go. Chronosphere going to catch out 2. Doesn't get the backlines. Nature's Prophet off to the side. The Hex is there. Going to leave Jabs to die to the Necro. Ice. He can't afford to die. He BKBs, but he's being bashed up. He sprouts himself as well. He refreshes his blink. He blinks out of there somehow. TA Abed buys back. He may be able to still hold the high ground here, but they've already lost both supports, and every hero matters so much here. Weaver time lapses out of there. MP Raven, he's going to die here potentially. He goes down the side onto MP. He's dead for 170 seconds. Ice looking like he's dead as well, and this is GG. GG.
Well, do you love me? Are you riding?
Several of us thought this series would be 2-0.
Damn right.
But
that's all I remember is I said 2-0.
For Lotac.
Well, on the... Lotac is victorious. I mean, I'm not... I kind of not happy with the way they position on the... Do you remember the second Chronosphere that he used the refresher shot and it comes out? Both of Fnatic players are stuck at the tier 4 towers. They thought that they were safe or something.
They got rooted. They got rooted by Ember, and so
I know they got charged, but the moment that the Raven jumped in and stopped the player and also the tower at the same time, it's just over, man. I think they should just spread out maybe left and right a bit.
Yeah, it was so hard because the only way Fnatic can kind of hold is if they're the ones initiating, especially on Void, but Raven just kind of knew that and was hiding. He was letting the Necro hit buildings, despite the fact that Raven does way more right-click damage. He's just like, I'm going to hide in trees. I'm going to Shadowblade around. And as long as I jump them and get Chrono off, this fight goes well for us.
Yeah. Wow. What a
was,
series.
That was a very exciting game. That's
Yeah.
a great way to end things.
With all the pauses, easily an 80-minute game, probably.
Yeah.
I feel like that game was a lot better than game one for the
Yes,
pauses.
it
seemed
was.
like both teams had some better conditions a bit. Oh, I guess we were on the other server, on the India server. maybe.
Right.
Yep.
So.
Look at the Raven. He got 10 point on pushing. Since when you been pushing, my man? 10 points.
Oh man.
Yeah, what about Xyclopzz? 9.1. Oh, yeah.
So, Lotac are in the grand finals.
Looks like we're in the grand
Wow.
finals. They will have to
Tomorrow.
play a best of 5.
Surprise. Whereas tomorrow we got lower bracket finals and grand finals.
Yeah.
Yep.
The lower bracket is going to be Team Clutch Gamer versus Team Fnatic.
Well, Clutch get their wish. They play Fnatic, but
Yeah.
not the final they want.
One round earlier than they were expecting, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What Fnatic, what Clutch need to do tonight is just just have a good race and watch some game of this one. I'm pretty sure they will see some flaw of Team Fnatic in this lineup.
Yeah, watch these games. See what led to their defeat. And Fnatic, same thing. Watch these games. See where things went a bit wrong and all that. I think game 2, it's kind of all in on draft. I don't think it's a bad draft. It's just obviously hard to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic knew that they weren't able to win late game, which is why they were pushing so intensely hard in the first 15 minutes of the game. Their idea was, clearly, you're going to be far superior us than in team fight, so we'll get our Nature's Prophet. He's going to be able to take down all the towers. We'll have TA for mid-game, or mid-lane and mid-game lane dominance. But I hope this game doesn't go past 40 minutes, is basically what their mentality
It was a great
Yeah.
idea indeed. It was a great idea. I mean, I never seen such a great early game of the Nature Prophet from the Xyclopzz before, doing the blockings and stuff and killing people left and right, and that was just too good, man. It's just that I don't know, they kind of lack of initiator in my opinion
Yeah.
too. It's like we've been discussing. They go in this game with no plan B at all.
They didn't really use the swap as a save for Chrono. And end of the day, it would have been so much better if they had like a Shaker or some other initiating hero. Like that's just what their lineup lacked.
And MP never considered going for an Aghanim Scepter or anything like that.
Yes, that's true. Well, do we have an interview with Lotac? Are they right? No interview.
No
No
interview.
So Lotac, they're gearing up. They're focusing on tomorrow. We'll maybe get to speak to them tomorrow. They don't want to jinx themselves by talking to us fools.
Fair enough.
But we start, was that earlier or later tomorrow? I'm getting worried. We start 2 hours later tomorrow. So at 11 p.m. LA time. I don't imagine many of our viewers are from
What
LA
time?
though.
Tomorrow start what time?
So
2 hours later.
2 p.m. Singapore time instead of 12 p.m. Singapore time. So you SEA viewers at home, which I imagine is most of you, tuning in to watch Fnatic, and Lotac as well, and Clutch Gamers, tune in at 2 p.m. Singapore time tomorrow. And we'll have the conclusion. We'll have lower bracket finals, grand finals. We'll know who's coming to the Summit 10.
Not the Summit X, the Summit 10.
What a series, man.
No one wants to go to the Summit X. That tournament doesn't even exist. You're going to end up in, middle of nowhere. That's not an event.
Is that hot? The one you're wearing?
This? No, it's comfy.
No, the mask.
No, it's all good.
It's ventilated.
Dragon.
Now he's wearing it on his head.
Alright.
Speaking of
How-
heads,
Someone's
Heads
getting
will
their head
roll.
cut off today. So we're going to find out who actually died.
say again?
What?
We have a new
Oh.
victim.
Are you ready,
Damn.
Cyclops? Have your head
Can I
cut
play darts before I get beheaded?
What do you want to do?
Play 3 darts.
You get 1 dart, and if you get a bullseye, I will sacrifice.
Okay.
myself.
Okay. Give me 3 darts.
3 darts for
Yeah,
a bullseye.
3 darts.
3 darts for a bullseye.
Alright.
Okay,
that's
3
fair.
darts for bullseye.
3? I don't
think
know.
so.
I don't know if I agree to this.
You think he's that good at darts?
He got a bullseye yesterday?
Yeah,
Actually,
out
yes,
of
he
like
did.
Beat me with a bullseye.
out of like 12 darts.
I'm willing to give him 1. If you were to give him 3, then you could
I'll
take your.
take
your
the
head on
second one.
line. Okay.
You can take the first dart. I'll take the second dart. Danelie takes the third dart.
No, I never agreed to this.
You are agreeing to it.
All right. 3 dots to save his life.
Oh my god, here we go.
There's a lot on the line here.
Yeah.
Yep, it's his life.
right.
It's literally life or death.
I'm actually
Cyclops.
worried
Can
now.
see the guillotine in the background.
Could
and
you
everything.
hit a bullseye if your life depended on it? No.
Oh.
All right, I'm safe.
That's
Uh,
one. No.
This one's me.
No, both of these are you
No,
because
they're
you're the
not.
one that
No, they're
offered.
not. The third one's you. Why is he taking more time on this one?
Ooh.
Nah,
Oh.
this one's Danelie.
This is not mine.
He wants always changing
Well,
out the darts.
I'm
That's
the
a
king.
rookie
You can't
mistake.
tell me what to do.
The dark blues are good. I like the dark blues.
The dark blues.
blues
You
are
should have told
good.
him to begin
More
with.
aerodynamic.
Oh.
Game over.
Any final words, Cyclops?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that his final word?
Rapscallion pancakes.
That's a great name.
Shaggy is fine.
Shaggy is fine.
Shaggy, yeah.
It wasn't him.
Schwab flap. Random flying tackle.
That's a 10 out of 10.
Taco.
Yes.
Sandeep Gupta. And why so many of you guys? 5-man one. Apple Tree
There's 5 of them.
24/7. Cargo 89. What did I do wrong today? Come on, man. Tacos are for weeps.
Oh man, that other taco
Hey,
guy must be pissed.
Louis Serpa. A lot of them. Mac Payne, Ininator. And that's it.
You're not dead yet.
No.
Not quite. Would you like to say anything else, Tsunami?
No,
Any?
he said everything that needs to be said.
No. Any last words, gods, for poor Cyclops?
Goddamn fool.
Goddamn
fool.
fool.
And death to the goddamn fool it is.
I still can talk a little bit. Shout out to Monster Energy, Lord Mobile, and Sennheiser for sponsoring this event. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today seeing my death. And also, do not forget, tomorrow we have the grand finals. Best of 3, best of 5. See you there.